Well, everyone, it's that time of year again, isn't it? It's Christmas, everybody. Today is the 6th of December, 2025, and me and my little sister Tilly, hi, are here doing a video. So, in this video, in honor of the Christmas season, me and my little sister are going to be ranking our top 7 most favorite Christmas movies of all time. Kind of something like that. These 7 movies are by far our favorite Christmas movies, and we really hope you enjoy them as well. But if you don't agree with our picks, then that's totally fine. And if you do agree with our picks, you can like and subscribe and enjoy more channel content. So, what are the movies we're gonna pick? Well, we'll get to that in a moment, Tilly. So, without any further ado, let's get on to this ranking, shall we? I can't wait! Okay, in 7th place, we have Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Oh, this one's actually kind of funny. So, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York is basically the sequel to the 1990 film Home Alone. And the movie focuses on Kevin McAllister, who is left behind in New York after he got on the wrong flight. His parents went to Florida, and he ends up on a flight to New York. And he basically meets up with the Wet Bandits again, so you can kind of see them over there. So he meets up with the Wet Bandits, and the Wet Bandits are trying to steal this, like, toy store or something, and Kevin has to stop them using a variety of traps. And he stays in a luxury hotel, and he also makes friends with a bird woman, who is played by Brenda Fricker, a very well-known Irish actress, by the way, so that's a good sign. Yeah, Brenda Fricker does a very good performance in it. I liked her as the bird woman, and um, Macaulay Culkin, once again, is amazing as Kevin. I don't think this movie is as good as the first one, which will be coming up later on the list, by the way, but it's still a really good movie. The traps in it are very good, and also very inventive, might I add. I mean, some of them are actually quite violent, like Marv getting electrocuted and the Wet Bandits falling off the rope that has been lit on fire. Like, they do get a bit intense, might I add, but I still think this movie's pretty good. The soundtrack is still great as always. The humor is still on point. The New York setting, I will admit, is it's kind of good, you know? Though it doesn't really make sense since he's alone in a city, but he's not at home. The title doesn't really make sense, but overall, I think it's a pretty good movie, and I think it's a decent sequel to the first, even if it's not as good. I especially love the trap scenes. Me too, sis. That's probably my favorite moment. Those are probably my favorite scenes in the entire franchise. Yep. In 6th place, we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is based on the children's book by Dr. Seuss. And I'm gonna be out front and say, this is probably my favorite Christmas movie of all time. Really, sis? Yeah, I think it's so cool, you know? So, let's start off with the obvious. Jim Carrey, he's hilarious as the Grinch. Like, there's no denying that. Jim Carrey, he really just brings this comedic energy and just this bombastic nature to the Grinch, and I think it just works so well. He looks amazing as the Grinch, too. Like, he definitely looks like the Grinch. Very scary looking, but also, you know, kind of surreal. I liked that. The look of Whoville definitely looks like something that popped straight out of a Dr. Seuss book. I especially liked the song that Cindy Lou sang, Where Are You Christmas? That's actually a really sweet song. And Taylor Momsen is also really good as, Cindy Lou as well. She looked so cute when she was a child. She definitely did look cute. And she was she did really good at being Cindy Lou. So, yep. I like this movie as well. Like, it has its moments. I think it does manage to capture the book very faithfully. There are many moments in the movie that are pretty faithful to the book, and I just love the warm Christmas feeling that this movie offers, you know? It's so good. Jim Carrey is good. All the actors do a pretty good, solid performance. The backstory of the Grinch is also very good. I like how they explained his backstory and, like, how he grew to hate Christmas and all of that. It's just a really good movie, and I like watching it around Christmas time, so yep. What's next? You'll see. In 5th place, we have The Polar Express. Now, the Polar Express can be a bit of a controversial one because I'm gonna be out and say it that the animation does not look the best. I mean, it does look a tad bit dated, and it does kind of reek of the uncanny valley. I mean, um, yeah, the animation isn't the best, but apart from that, the movie isn't horrible. Like, the songs in it are absolutely amazing. Like, the song at the end, "Believe," it's so beautiful, you guys. The man singing it also does a really good job. Really lovely vocals. I can't play it, obviously, due to copyright, but it's really good. The soundtrack is really good for the movie. Many of the action scenes are very exhilarating, like when the train is like sliding on the ice, pretty intense. And I really like the hot chocolate scene on the train with like the waiters dancing around. That's probably my favorite scene in the entire movie. Now that I come to think of it. But yeah, The Polar Express, it wouldn't be my favorite Christmas movie, but it's still great. Like I think it's still a good movie, and I don't think the Uncanny Valley animation makes it horrible overall. I think it's still a watchable movie despite the dated visuals. So yeah, I like the movie. The music is amazing. I also think the message of still believing in Christmas is also pretty poignant. So overall, I think I like it. Yay! In fourth place, we have The Christmas Chronicles. So, The Christmas Chronicles is a Netflix original movie that came out in the year 2018. So, the film focuses on two siblings named Kate and Teddy Pierce who don't get along in the beginning, but when their mom leaves them home alone. Haha, get it? I know. So, she leaves them home alone and they try to capture Santa Claus on a video because Kate saw it on a previous video, but they end up on Santa's sleigh and they end up getting all of his toys, his sack and his presents, and even his reindeer lost. So they have to get all the things back together on the sleigh before time runs out. It's basically a race against the clock kind of story, which I like those types of stories. They're fun. Yep. Let me just say that Kurt Russell does a really good job of being Santa Claus. He really brings, much like Jim Carrey in The Grinch, he brings a lot of comedic energy that I think really suits the role of Santa. He also has a bit of like meta humor involving Santa not saying ho 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 and him not being fat and all of that, which I think kind of adds a bit of a meta comedy to it. But I thought it was really funny. The child actors playing Kate and Teddy are also pretty good. Um, and and I will say that many of the special effects actually still look really good. Like, I know this is a more modern movie on the list, but it looks amazing. Like, it's not overused. It actually looks good. Like, the CGI on the elves are pretty cool, and the magic scenes are really nice to look at. And yeah, I think this movie's really nice. Once again, it has a poignant message about family and, like, all of that, which is sweet. Christmas feels. You love to see it, don't you? The next movie on the list, in third place, we have Klaus. Klaus is once again another Netflix original movie, but this time it's animated. I'm gonna say it that the animation for Klaus is amazing. I love the mix of like 2D but also kind of 3D animation they're going on here. It looks really nice. I think it really suits the tone of the movie. Klaus once again has a really nice message about, about happiness and sharing and, and learning to be open to like new things and all of that. And it's a really good movie. I like how it serves as an origin story for Santa Claus. A lot of the characters are pretty memorable and fun, like Jasper, this guy who's Santa Claus, and even the teacher. Can't you kind of see her there? She's really funny. The actors are pretty good as well. I think, what's his name? J.K. Simmons voices Santa, right? I think so. I think I checked on the wiki, and yeah. So, yeah, like I said, the animation is absolutely gorgeous. The soundtrack is also pretty nice as well. Like, the song that plays in the end credits is pretty nice, and I think it's a movie that definitely puts you into the Christmas spirit, just for it being an origin story for Santa Claus. Really sweet overall. In second place, we have Art for Christmas. Art for Christmas is an animated movie made by Aardman Animations and Sony Pictures Animation. So, They basically collaborated on this movie, Arthur Christmas. Arthur Christmas tells the story of Arthur, who is the son of Santa Claus, and Santa has like this big operation with like his elves that kind of look like secret agents, kind of, who bring toys to children. However, unfortunately, this Christmas they forget one child, so Arthur has to go on a perilous journey in order to get the present to the child that the operation missed out on. It's a really funny movie. This is actually the only British Christmas movie on the list. This movie is made by Aardman Animations, like I said, which is a British studio. And even though the movie isn't made in, like, their typical stop motion animation like Wallace and Gromit, I still like the movie. The humor in it is very funny. The animation also looks really nice. I think it looks really fluid and, like, I love how the greens and the reds, it really just brings the Christmas spirit, you guys. The plot is also very funny, like how they forgot to give a child a present and they have to go all this way to get it. It's a really funny premise, but they managed to pull it off quite well. There's a really nice bittersweet moment towards the end, which I won't say because of spoilers, but if you watch the movie, you know what I mean. It's a really emotional scene, and Arthur, I think, is also a pretty relatable and fun character. Like, him trying to, like, do good for the Santa business, how can no one hate, I can't see how anyone would hate him, honestly. But yeah, I like Arthur Christmas. I think it's personally very underrated. I think it's a movie that more people should be watching around Christmas time. Unfortunately, it's not on Netflix, but, I don't know, stream it somewhere else, or, I don't know, buy it on DVD. It's a really good movie, you guys. Yep. Now, for the last movie on the list. Drum rolls, please. Home Alone. Home Alone is in first place. It is a genuine holiday classic. There's no getting around that. It's a holiday classic. It's amazing. It's honestly timeless. That's right, sis. So, Home Alone, I will say, is better than Home Alone 2, and I think the reason for that is it's just iconic, you guys. Like, come on, it's just an amazing movie. So, this movie is basically about Kevin who is left home alone, and while his family go off to Paris, and he has to defend his house from like a group of burglars, and it's such an iconic premise. The traps in it are iconic, like the tarantula trap, the scene where the burglars step on a nail, like, it's all iconic. Like, seriously, the traps in these are probably offered the best traps in the entire franchise, and Macaulay Culkin does a great job as Kevin. The Christmas scenery in it is amazing. The jokes actually do surprisingly land, even to this day. My favorite joke is probably the scene where Kevin tricks the pizza guy into giving him the pizza by playing the tape from Angels with Filthy Souls. Like, I thought that was just so funny. Like, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Like, come on, that's timeless. Like, how can you not like that? I think it's really nice. Also, the ending is very bittersweet, where, like, the ending is very nice because, Kevin reunites with his mom, and I think it's just a classic movie. There's just no denying that. Like, it's just classic. And therefore, it gets number one on the list. Well, guys, that was for our ranking of our top 7 favorite Christmas movies of all time, and I really hope you enjoyed the list. Like, comment, and subscribe, and, comment which Christmas movie you think is the best, and, Christmas movies that you have a fond memories of. Yep, we'd love to hear your opinions, and wait and keep an eye out for when we release more exciting Christmas content. There's definitely more where that came from.